Welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast with Kim Johnson, your creative strategist and master mindset coach. Filled with inspiration, distinctions, perspectives, and possibilities, we help you to cultivate a mindset that leads you to create the best version of yourself you could ever imagine. Join Kim every morning from one of her favorite happy places, her chicken coop, along with all her chickens.
Hey everybody, good morning from the chicken coop. So today we're talking about congruency. So what do I mean when I say congruency in reference to mindset and self-development and personal growth and all that good stuff? Well, being congruent is hard. It means whatever you believe about yourself or whatever you are saying about yourself, you have to actually act into being congruent, meaning everything aligns. And as human beings, it is a very, very hard thing to do. We often say things about ourselves, but they are just not reality of what happens. We will put things out there and we will pretend that we are something that we are not. We'll say that we work out all the time, but we don't do it. We talk about how we eat only healthy foods, but then we stuff a bunch of things in our mouth that are not healthy. We talk about the fact that we like to study and do things and that are part of our self-growth, but then we don't do them. These are incongruencies. The words that come out of our mouth don't match the actions at which we take. And often, the way this becomes such a huge problem for us overall is the fact that it adds up over time. We start to get very aware of the fact that we are not where we want to be, and before you know it, it escapes you and you are way down a path. And it's kind of like when you're on vacation, and this is a great example for me because I just came back from a little vacation, well, staycation really, but just a time where we were here enjoying ourselves and our life, and you know, you just not worrying about what you're eating. And I'm normally very focused on eating healthy foods and doing things the right way, and here we are in this little staycation, and I'm not paying attention to it at all. And I'm eating, and then before you know it, I'm thinking, oh, I'm healthy. I'm doing all these things. Oh, I'm just taking a little break from my vacation. And then, but I'm still thinking to myself that I'm healthy and I'm doing all the healthy things. Really not paying attention, though. And before you know it, I gain 4 pounds. And I'm like, how is it that I gained 4 pounds on vacation? This isn't even funny. But it's just a great example to show you how quickly it adds up. Those little pounds, those little ounces, boom, 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 they add right up. And before you know it, you're not where you want to be. Well, that's the thing about being congruent. It works both ways. So if you're super congruent in a positive way, things start to stack up. And if you're super congruent in a negative way, things start to stack up. So how do you fix that? Well, the first thing you have to do is do the inventory of, am I being congruent? Are my words matching what I am acting into every single day? Are my actions being congruent with the things that I believe about myself? And this comes back to our, age-old conversation about being blatantly honest with ourselves and trying to recognize that we often lie to ourselves, and we skirt the truth and we stretch the truth and we bend the truth, but the reality is we're lying to ourselves. So you have to pause and say, okay, well, where am I congruent and where am I incongruent? Once you have that little inventory, and an honest inventory, not just a limited inventory, it's got to be an honest inventory. You have to then from there go to the next level of saying, okay, how do I improve my consistency and my congruency? What are the things that I can do to improve that? What are the things that I can do to make myself feel more congruent and to act more congruent and to become more congruent? Because it's all a big mesh of it, how you feel. When you feel congruent, you want to stay congruent. It's like once you're on a path, you want to continue on that path. So once you start looking at it and observing it, you can pull habits that will make you more congruent. So picking certain times of the day to do things, like me doing this every morning, it's a great example. Or sometimes, it can be something as simple as like, okay, I can tie one thing to another to increase my congruency. So if I want to do mantras every morning, if I want to focus on my goals every morning, I can tie that to something I'm very congruent with, which is brushing my teeth. Or maybe you go for a walk every day. Maybe you have a dog and you walk your dog every day, and during that walk you can listen to your self-development every day. Whatever it might be, you can try to link things together, and that really helps in the process of creating the congruency. But the most important thing is to recognize where you are incongruent first so that you can fix it. So that's your assignment today. Look for your incongruencies, look for the places that you need to improve so that you can tether them to other things where you are congruent and fix it. And be honest with yourself about where the incongruencies need to be attacked and shifted. And I hope you guys have a very blessed day looking for all of it, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.